Welcome back to the Emote Shopping Network. Today, we have great deals for a great cause. So in this turntable, we have some of the finest emotes from Moofy over at twitch.tv/LCS_Challengers. And guys, I'm not exaggerating. These are all custom made and can be yours. We sold out of our limited edition Founders badges, but the rest of the collection can still be yours with a click of the button. Makes great gifts for grandparents, kids, or that special someone in chat. You know, I'm not supposed to do this, but get this. If you use your Twitch Prime, you get all of this for free. That's right, no money down, all yours on Jeffrey's tab. But wait, there's more. If you want to complete your collection, check out these custom emotes over at twitch.tv/PathToLCS. And half the proceeds go directly to helping the players in the league. Wow, an incredible deal, and you won't want to miss it.
Welcome back to Rally Cry Halftime Show. I'm back here with the two boys that just casted a very long, very important game when it comes down to the standings, because Maryville University just locked in all 8 of our teams for the playoffs. Therefore, unfortunately for Team Fish Taco and Supernova, eliminating them and sending them to the promotion tournament. Any thoughts bubbling around when it comes to these standings here?
Pour one out for those who have fallen. I think is a pretty easy one to go for there. And actually, you said this before we were going live, but Summer, you have experience in the qualifiers. How do you think these two teams are going to fare versus the qualifier teams?
That is a great question. We don't have our 4 teams locked in quite yet, although I do actually have a lot of confidence in the 4 that made it to top 4 in the first qualifier. And I don't know, guys. I think Supernova and Taco should be a little bit scared. We've got some really big names and strong teams down there, so I don't know. We'll have to see. That one's about 5 or 6 weeks away, so we've got some time.
And still important to note that Supernova, Team Fish Taco are still fighting for seeding, based on the standing. Promotion tournament is going to come up, so getting one more win for Team Fish Taco still helps them out in the long run.
Absolutely does. But that game is over. We've got a little bit of time before we get into the second game of our best of 2. And in the meantime, I thought it would be fun to play a little bit of tic-tac trivia. I'm going to pull that one up for us, everybody. And here we go. We've got the game. We've got the board. You know it. We've got, the emotes ready. We've got beatdowns over on the left. SRX is over on the right. But in order to determine who goes first, I figured we should actually have you answer a little question about me, because I'm a little bit self-centered.
Okay.
And, I love being praised. So, gentlemen, if you will, name one of the 4 champions that I have on my Leaguepedia page as my favorite champions.
Rakan.
That's it. All right, perfect. Beatdown wins. Beatdown gets to go first.
I thought we were trying to name all 4. I was about to start naming off KDA members.
All you gotta do is name one. But anyway.
What are the other 3, actually, out of curiosity?
I'll tell you right now. It is Rakan, Ezreal, Thresh, and LeBlanc.
Dude, 2 out of 4. Oh, I should have guessed LeBlanc.
Yeah, LeBlanc's a pretty good one. Not a sport champion. But anyway, let's get right in. So, Beatdown, which square do you want to go for first?
I would like to go for bottom left.
Bottom left. All right, that is Niles. I was surprised to not see you go for the middle, who is Onat,
easy mode.
by the way.
Easy mode.
Okay, I mean, I guess you're right. All right, the question about Niles. Which player in this series was on Niles' team in Scouting Grounds 2020? He was on Team Cloud Drake, if that helps you. That's a nice hint.
It doesn't. This was a little before I started watching League of Legends. So I'm definitely just guessing. Completely.
It's someone in this series.
That does help me a lot, actually. Okay, Scouting Grounds 2020. Where do I think these people were at 3 years ago? Someone in this lobby. I feel like this is fate. I'm gonna say Odd Orange.
Odd Orange.
It's totally
Wrong. Who'd you guess, Desrex?
I haven't guessed yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
yeah, you don't get to guess. That was Beatdowns. It is Rosethorn. Rosethorn was his
Wait, what do you mean I don't
jungler.
get to guess? It's supposed to be the takeover. What?
No, this is
Wrong.
Summer's halftime show, Eric. Don't tell her what to do.
Now we can't.
That square is just gonna be empty. Sorry, Niles. Nobody gets your square. All right. Well, Deserex, your turn next. Take a square.
Give me Scary Jerry.
Scary Jerry. Okay. What school did Scary Jerry attend before playing on Maryville?
Converse.
I should have picked
Converse. Woo! You got it. Well done. Well done. Beatdown, you seemed upset about that one.
Pretty easy one.
I'm more upset at myself for not picking that one. But you know, it is how it is. It be how it do. You know.
Yeah, you're not winning the trivia game. You're also not winning the tic-tac-toe strategy,
Yeah.
I will say. You're usually supposed to go for the middle first, guys, if you're trying to win tic-tac-toe.
All right.
But Beatdown, it is back to you.
All right, I'll take your advice.
first.
Give me the own app. Give me the
See,
middle square.
This is also the easiest question. So I tried to ease you into it. For Onat, what is the name of Onat's group of fans?
Oh Nation.
Yes, it is O Nation. Are you a member? Are you a member of the O Nation?
Of course.
All right, wonderful to hear. Beatdown, you're on the board. Well done. Deserex, back to you.
Give me Zyko.
Zyko, okay. This is a bit of a fun one. Deserex, what is Zyko's first name?
First name? He has a first name?
He has a
What?
first name, and it's
Oh,
not
man.
Zyko. Would you like a hint?
Please. I would like a hint for this.
He shares this first name with one of the players on Wildcard.
Oh.
That's a tough hint.
I've had this conversation before.
Wild card. I'm stumped. I'm gonna say Joshua Joshi Howard.
Joshua Joshi Howard, that is 3 names. None of them are Ryan, which is Zyko's first name.
I wasn't
The
gonna
player
get that.
on
I wasn't.
Wildcard who shares this name is Keel, by the way. Both of them named Ryan. So yeah, there you go. That space will be empty. Sorry, Zyko.
Wait, I
back
got
over
no
to you.
angle anymore.
Yeah, you
Skill
kind of
issue.
don't, actually.
my
You
God.
locked yourself into that corner. The only thing you can do is the full sweep on the right. But anyway, Beatdown.
I would have got the Niles question right. Ah.
What you got for me?
Middle right, please.
Middle right, that is Get Back. All right. Beatdown, what is Get Back's most played champion in his entire career?
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc, that is a very solid guess, but no, it is not
it.
LeBlanc.
Really?
You know what? If I don't let someone steal, then there's literally no way for anyone to win. So I'm going to change the rules. Deserex, you can give it a guess if you want.
All right, Niles was Rosethorn.
What?
No, I'm saying okay. I mean, you're right about that. The Get Back steal, Deserex. The Get Back one.
Okay. His most played champion?
Yes, whole career. It's not LeBlanc.
Whole career. Azir?
It's not Azir. Nine of you got it. It was Syndra. Syndra by a mile,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, played that a lot back in OS. So, yeah, it is Syndra. But none of you guys can get a tic-tac-toe, but you can still finish off the board. And at this point, it's just a game of points. You guys are both at 1. So we'll see how it
sounds
goes. I do believe that was your attempt at a steal, Deserex, so it is your turn now.
Yeah, Rosethorn.
Rosethorn. Okay. There are 4 jungle champions that Rosethorn has a 100% win rate on competitively.
100%?
Name one of them. There are 4.
Okay, but how big is the sample size? That's the one thing I want.
All of them are 1 game.
That's not fair, dude. Oh, are you kidding me?
It's a skill issue, I fear.
I don't know. Skarner, Udyr.
You actually suck at this. You're actually insane. Can I steal, please?
Yeah, you can. None of those were right. You only
Yeah.
have to guess one of them.
Isn't it Kindred?
Kindred? No, he's played Kindred a lot of times. Beatdown.
Suck
Not
at this.
Hey man, at least
hell
I guess
outta
the
here,
champion
boy.
that he actually plays. What about you, huh?
He's
Skarner?
one champion, bro.
Skarner?
One champion. One
Is
champion
Captain
in his
Flowers in
career.
this game or
One champion
something?
his entire career.
Settle
Beat down.
down. Settle down.
That is a-
I'll tell you.
Sample size bias. Damn it.
I'll tell you what they are. They are Kane, Nautilus, Shen, and Set. All of them. He played them once.
Oh.
So yeah. All right, this will be the last one. It is Beatdown. You gotta go. Give me your pick.
Give me Spawn.
Spawn. Okay. What team was Spawn on in Scouting Grounds 2020? And you already know it's not Cloud because it would have been him with the Niles question.
So I basically have 1 in 3 chances of getting this right because I did not watch Scouting Grounds 2020.
Big fan, by the way.
Mountain. I wasn't watching League.
You did it! It's Mountain!
Oh my god! I'm the
Beatdown
ghost!
clutches up at
There's
the
nobody
end.
like me!
This game's
And
a
it's
scam.
definitely not you, Eric.
Game's
Hug
a scam.
that right
Game's
now.
a scam. Nah,
Well,
nah.
You know what? You guys together got a tic-tac-toe in
Hey,
the end.
there you
so
go.
good teamwork to the
Thank
both
you.
of you. Well done to Beatdown for getting more questions right. And with that, that is the end of our halftime show for the Rally Cry halftime show. We got to get into this second game of the best of 2, though, gentlemen, and there are still some stakes on the line. Yes, Maryville did just lock in the last playoff seed. However, if Team Fish Taco take a win here, they force a tiebreaker best of 1 with Supernova at the end of the day. So definitely stay tuned. This is still a very important matchup, and Taco Gaming might just clutch it up. Let's take it to the draft.
I'm bitter right now. I'm very
I
bitter.
bet. Hey man, teamwork.
bitter.
What happened to teamwork?
We
gotta
changed the
tic-tac-toe.
rules midway through. I'm just saying.
Because so someone could win. I mean, that's fair. And it was me.
I
not
knew
you.
the Niles one, man.
You did. But I took it from you. Just like I took the win from you. All right, I'm done.
Just like Maryville took any chances from Team Fish Taco.
There
There's
you
our
go.
segue once again, and we're back
Nice.
into the draft. Again, this is still an important game for Team Fish Taco in specific. Summer had already just alluded to it. You win this, you get a chance to at least get better seeding going into the promotion tournament.
Right, which I mean, it's going to help you trying to get back to, no pun intended, Challengers League next spring.
They'll have to put in their heart and
2024.
soul.
That's right. So Team Fish Taco, unfortunately, will go to that promotion tournament, but they still have an opportunity to take some fate into their own hands. Winning this game won't guarantee them 9th seed, but they will play the tiebreaker for it over on the LCS Challengers channel, and that's what's at stake here. And for Maryville, trying to get a 2-0 streak for themselves. After losing 12 in a row, nobody beats Maryville 13 times straight. They're going to go for 2 wins.
And I do want to say, it is important to Team Fish Taco because some of the teams that we do have in the qualifiers, absolutely beastly. One of the teams that got hyped up was the Mirage Alliance one, which is Alorum, Chad, Sudsy, Neo, Dardock, on support, by the way. Imagine having to fight that to reclaim your place in the NACL. But as we start focusing on the draft and get our attention back into there, Maryville University, they're going to be the first ones to take away a jungle pick, and it's going to be Sejuani.
Another early game jungler there, 4 odd orange into his back pocket. He's going to be able to have a lot of impact, setting up, team fighting, everything. It's exactly what he's been playing all split long. Taco, on the other hand, going to start the same way. Rosethorn is going to have a little fun with us, but it is going to be the Kaisa once again. Maybe if it goes into Spawn's hands, he might be able to have more of an impact because the tankiness of Maryville was monstrous in Game 1.
Yeah. Even with all the poke that Team Fish Taco had, Niles was like, yeah, it's just a mosquito. Brush it off the shoulder, no problem. But, ooh, we got a different take coming out from Team Fish Taco. I wasn't expecting that to get locked in, but it is nonetheless, as Balveth is going to hit the map.
All right, and all of a sudden, Taco really needs to start thinking about the matchups and where they want to be putting some of these champions, what they want to be drafting, because Belvet, as soon as she gets on the Rift, the game is about her, and Rosethorn needs to be set up for success here.
Yeah.
With Prio being able to farm, being able to get pushed so that he can contest these early objectives, and specifically the Rift Herald, which we know Belveth loves to get so dearly.
I think it was Kill, the first one to use this tech, at least in this season in specific. I shouldn't say this season, this split in specific. The response for Maryville University, they're going to grab the Lovers duo, Zaya and Rakan. Very, very powerful to have in the bottom lane. But we're just continuing the theme of Purple. A little bit of team fight on top of it with Kennen.
And I like that one there, even though you are going blind. Kennen is strong into a lot of matchups. The only thing you're really concerned about there is, the Pantheon probably, and of course the Rumble that Soul was piloting in that first game. So that constant pressure on the top side is going to be really important. With Renekton out of the way, you're going to be able to fight for that very same Rift Herald, and you still get to hold back what Onat's playing in the mid lane.
Yeah. And with, of course, Maryville University not showing their top lane, it does give Team Fish Taco a good R3 where they can ban away some of the counters to this Kennen. Make sure that Niles will not be that big. But for Maryville University, they're choking down onto that support pool of NXI, which, again, we did say it's a little bit more on the shallow side.
Yeah, with Rel already out of the picture on top of it, another support band there, maybe like the Alistar or something like that, will not only remove another comfort for NXI, also going to remove the purple theme going on here, because I mean, the Alistar would fit too. And at this point, you do want to limit some of the engage options, but NXI could also break that pattern, go for something like the Blitzcrank, and Maryville, they recognize that one too. So they're like, get it out. I don't like
Just
it.
do the Alistair. Let's just go with the theme, man. I already got the shirt on. Let's get the purple colors going.
I actually think support is good here on 4, just so that you can basically leave Onat's pick for last, hide where this Kaisa is going, and whatever they end up picking, theme or not, is what that's what I want to see there. And wow, why are you disappointed? Have you seen
I know. I should be excited. It's not purple thoh, all right? Yeah, it's
okay,
still
but like,
nonetheless.
it's exciting, you know? They want to fight. They're looking to scrap.
Yeah. And can roam the map really well. A reminder, NXI used to be a jungler, did role swap before, and you can get a little bit more aggressive on Pyke once you start getting those lethality items.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. Oh, okay, the Azira. The jungle lock in there would have been very interesting if Scary Jerry ended up picking that up. But now Niles, he knows what he's playing into. A lot of different options he's going for. I'm just going to wait till that one's locked in. But basically, you have a lot of engage already, so you can go for a damage option for him in the top lane. I mean, Rumble is still available here. It's not as good into Kennen as other things can be. I mean, this Gangplank would be an interesting one. Ooh. Irelia.
Right. I was almost expecting the Gangplank to get locked in because it's a little of a Niles old school classic, but instead going with the Aurelia. Now we just got to wait a response coming through. I mean, that's going to be the most likely the Kennen in the top side as we figure out what the mid is going to be. Seraphine to get some sustain going for Team Fish Taco.
And we have the answer. It is going to be the Kaisa Pyke bot lane. I can already see a lot of fighting in the 2v2 in this game's future. That is going to be ridiculous. Yeah. But I like the Seraphine because you offer that healing, that shielding with the W, and of course, that ult, the Encore. So important, especially when you have people like Kennen, like Belvet, who are going to run in, because of course, going through allies also extends the range of that ultimate.
This is a do or die comp from Team Fish Taco. Not a scenario, just the comp itself, because when you go in, you are there to play and you are here to stay. The problem there is Maryville University have good answers to it. I mean, Emperor's Divide can just yeet everyone right out of this fight. Yeah. It's going to take a really well-placed encore for Onat to get these fights rolling for Team Fish Taco.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at Maryville's side, I mean, it's mostly pretty standard front to back with the exception of Niles on the Irelia. This is a bit of a, I don't want to say greedy pick, but a little bit of a risky one because a lot of attention top side from the side of Taco can shut down this pick, make him less useful inside in team fights, and harder for him to play this game overall here. Taco, they're trying to end the series, they're trying to end their split with some spice, and there are definitely ways to victory here.
Final game of the day on this stream. There will be another series on the LCS Challengers stream immediately after this. As we head here, Beat, that means we wrap up the regular season immediately after this. I just want to say, it's been a fun weekend, Beat. We've had a lot of good games as we've been on all 3 days together.
That's right. It's been a great one. Of course, we still have playoffs ahead, but yeah, it's been a hell of a regular split. It's been a lot of up and downs, too, until the very end. We are playing for something here. It may not be a playoff spot anymore for Taco, but that potential to fight for better seeding at the promotion tournament is still something.
And if you subscribe, you get 40k Riz. Just going to throw that out there. Now we're seeing kind of the seeds of what Team Fish Taco had planted very early on before we even got the minions in, as already getting the flash out of Get Back off of that little invade right there.
Right, and keep an eye on NXI. It's not just going to be about the early 2v2 on the bottom side. He's going to roam. And you already want to take advantage of the fact that Get Back had to use his flash. So there is that bit of vulnerability, especially before Get Back actually levels his E.
For Team Fish Taco in the mid lane, Get Back going against Onat. I do like Onat on champions where he can try and play make, but got to hold that thought because Zyko under attack. Burns the flash to get away. Even Heal gonna get burnt away. Scary Jerry looking to get some feathers right behind Spawn to return fire.
Really committing to that one. The exhaust from Zyko is actually going to save him on top of the heal. But already you're seeing the scrapping that we were highlighting going on. And for the junglers, you can see these opposite clears coming through here for Rose Thorn and Odd Orange. The Belvet such a big part of this composition, a very impactful point in the game overall compared to every other champion on the Rift. It's basically going to come down to, will Rosethorn get what he wants? That is, to stay even in farm or ahead and to pick up the Rift Herald. And can Maryville stop it?
And that's what's good about some of the draft that Team Fish Taco have grabbed. Especially with NXI, you can roam up over towards some of these neutrals, more specifically that Rift Herald, to get Rosethorn going. But Rosethorn wants to get going nonetheless before the Herald's even up as he goes after Get Back, a huge misplay right there.
Yep.
And Onat will capitalize.
He missed the combo, and he ends up dying as a result. A much-needed kill going over to Onat. Sure, Rosethorn would have liked that one, but at the end of the day, he gets assist gold. He's going to be able to... Wow, it looks like he wants to make a play bot as well. There's no flash on Zyko, but he is very mobile. This is interesting.
And yeah, because you have NXI right there, who can go ahead and root people right in. Scary Jerry postures a little bit too far forward.
Oh, are you serious?
What? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Rosethorn will take down Scary Jerry right under the tower.
Talk about limit testing. Scary Jerry thought he was safe. He most certainly was not, and Rosethorn happily will recall, spend the gold he's earned, and go back to farming it up. Taco came to play in game 2.
Yeah, they slipped up in game number 1 while they're dusting themselves off, and they're going to get running in game number 2. Now Maryville University looking for their angle. They're trying to find one onto Onat right there, but instead going to call it off. This is what I would worry about if I was Maryville. It's this roaming of NXI. He's freeing out from the lane, but instead we'll take the reset. Wave is too far pushed.
Right, I mean, there's a moment for him. Wave, he's got more caster minions, so the Wave will eventually push away from him. So you can see he's looking for an opportunity.
Needed to land
no
that.
roots.
Now Rosethorn top side, going on to Niles. Soul should be able to get the stun right here. Yeah, Shuriken does land. Niles gets stunned up. Niles very, very low, and Rosethorn comes for another! Will get taken down by the turret in the process. A kill returned right back to Odd Orange, and Soul will be able to skedaddle right on away 1-for-1 top side.
That's a really interesting decision from Rosethorn to ignore some of the camps he didn't take on the bottom side and immediately go for a top gank. I mean, it's successful. You get Niles' splash out, you help secure another kill onto this Belveth, and actually, hold on, Odd Orange?
Wait, Odd Orange?
Oh, he's trying to, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to keep Soul from backing, so Niles, who teleported with that Vampiric Scepter, is able to actually make the play, help secure the dive. But
Really
he stays
ambitious.
a little too long. Yeah.
Really ambitious right there.
Yes.
I mean, the cannon can stun you up, and the big painful
Also kill
part
you.
was...
Fun fact.
Yeah, was Odd Orange actually got within tower range, so took extra damage trying to stop that back, which very, very unfortunate, but Team Fish Taco, they're definitely loving it. Soul, maybe not as much.
I mean, Soul overall, he's 1-0-1. I think he's
Let me
pretty
go
happy
home,
with
man.
that one.
Let me go home.
He still has the teleport. He collected most of the wave. He's going to be able to come back to lane, really no problem. So Rosethorn, I mean, because of the kills, because of the lane XP he picked up, he's staying even with Odd Orange, although he is collecting some level 1 camps on the bottom side. And look at the gold difference. Of course, Rosethorn, because of the kills, managed to get ahead. There's still an opportunity for Odd Orange, who cleared mostly normally to get ahead in XP.
This is a bundle of damage that Team Fish Taco are walking around. So this early game lead is beautiful for them to continue to try and basically snowball this game to the holy high heavens.
Yeah.
And now we're going to look at how Maryville University replied to that. They still have some good answers. Again, like scaling can be on their side when you have something like an Azir in the mid lane that can tear apart and disengage for itself. But if you keep letting this gold roll for Team Fish Taco, they're going to keep forcing fights.
Yeah, and even though you have two late game threats like the Xayah, like the Azir, you don't have the same cover that we saw in previous games.
Ooh, top side for the permafrost stun. Out comes the slicing maelstrom to buy a little bit of time.
Wow.
Takes a good chunk onto Niles,
wow.
who gets dangerously low right there, but it's a 1-for-1 because top falls and so does mid.
So we got a 1-for-1. Oh, hold on, Zyko.
Oh, we're looking for more. NXI is so dangerous on this pike, and it's a double kill for Onat.
He was not expecting that one, I'll tell you that. And that's 2 kills for the one of Maryville. So it's Taco still coming out on top. Rosethorn, he's ganking so often. It's something you don't expect on a champion like Belveth, but the amount of value cannot be ignored.
You know, what's the old saying? Never fight a man with nothing to lose. He got kicked out of playoffs, and Rosethorn right now has nothing to lose but everything to gain as he takes down Scary Jerry. Spawn arrives, pops the heal to help Rosethorn out. The stun comes in, NXI's low, and Odd Orange has plenty of health to work with, but Rosethorn playing with fire. Now, Zyko doesn't find the knockup, but what about these plays from Rosethorn? What a different look.
Right, and we're going to take another look at the replay here in the mid lane. Zyko came to hover, he recognized the timer, but there wasn't so much he could do here. He couldn't cancel the knockup from Rosethorn, and of course, with the encore coming through, it was going to be an easy kill. What matters here is this second kill. Zyko finds the perfect angle. There was no opportunity for Zyko to actually flash. He just died.
This is like my worst nightmare right now as a mid laner, if you're Get Back, you know? You not only have this terrifying void creature just hunting you down at every second he has a chance, not to mention NXI's Pike, but you have Seraphine just annoying the living daylights out of you. You got to hear her voice. You got to hear her sing the praises of the rest of her squad. Yeah, but she's not singing for you. She's singing for your downfall, bro.
I guess so.
Maelstrom, double knockup from Rosethorn. Niles runs low, and NXI runs out. Zyko looking for the protection of his jungler. Is starting to burn down. Ooh, one more tick, and Zyko survives. A flash from Odd Orange claims soul. Rosethorn wants more, though. Pop it, and there it is. The boar will fall to the floor, and Rosethorn gets the kill.
And there's the Felveth resets, the true form ultimate that he got to proc twice just there. And he's looking for proc number 3, Desert because the Rift Herald that we talked about, so important for this champion, is up. And there's no one here but Rosethorn to pick it up.
Emperor's Divide, it's only on to Onat. Look at this dance going on. I mean, that's the struggle right there. Sometimes the best skill shot is the one you don't throw, and it forces a sticky situation for Get Back.
This time he landed the combo, though. Was able to get away, but Team Fish Tacos, they're getting everything they could hope for in this early game. You see leads forming in every lane except for top. That is about even. And you know what? You're fine with that. Oh yeah, this is allowed. This is so legal. I can't express it.
Oh my god, Rosethorn, stop this. No, you're kidding me, Rosethorn!
Yeah,
you're freaking kidding me, dude!
He already has the Kraken Slayer. Like, he is ridiculously powerful. He's gonna go ahead and take the blue buff. I mean, yeah, Rosethorn's online. And we talked about it. When you're playing a champion like Bel'Veth, the game is about you. If you're doing well, your team is happy. And I'll tell you what, Rosethorn is doing fantastic.
This is an outright beatdown coming out from Performance.
Yes,
and now here comes NXI looking to protect Spawn as the ultimate does get popped out of Zyko, but he didn't get the angle quite right to take down Spawn. Of course, NXI being at the right place, right time. Trying to get something back in the name of Maryville University, because even in this lane, Spawn is winning out.
Right, Zyko didn't have the flash because of the play we saw earlier topside. Really came back to bite him there, not giving him an opportunity to go for a play. And I like that Taco haven't really focused on any dragons because that's really not important to them this game. And you can see the lead they've gotten for themselves. Rosethorn ganking a lot on this champion, but has a tremendous lead here for Taco. And so, he's feeling himself.
Yeah, nice little dab coming out from Niles, but remember, you can still rush forward being on that cannon. So Niles got to be careful. It's Onat. A little bit of trouble. Get Back can't get close enough. And it seems like Get Back is getting destroyed as Onat with the encore will punish the MU mid laner.
All rise! Onat will get the solo kill, and oh my god, Rosethorn.
Yeah, Rosethorn's in, but Rosethorn is biting off more than he can chew. Still, shutdown going to be found by Scary Jerry. Well needed for Maryville University. Now Scary Jerry trying to get away from Spawn. Nice permafrost stun, and Maryville University fight back.
A good teleport from Niles helping answer this play. Rosethorn got a little too ambitious with that invade. And look who got the shutdown along with the double buffs. It's Scary Jerry, the Xayah who was falling behind in the lane phase. That's a big way for Maryville to get themselves back into this one. Oh! NXI gets one back.
NXI bloodlust on this man right now, dude. He gets the execute. Doesn't matter. It's the fast way to get back to the respawn. But this guy is hunting. He's on Pike right now, taking him back to his old jungle days as he hunts down Maryville.
And you can see that teleport from Niles gave Soul some precious quality time with that top tier 1 turret. He got some plates. Niles dropped a couple waves to make it happen. At least it was worth it. But every time Maryville go for something like that, Taco, they're so ahead. The sacrifices are so great, they can always get something back.
4.2k lead, 12 minutes into this. That's a huge lead at this moment of time in the game, yeah. And almost all of that gold being on the mid jungle of Team Fish Taco. In fact, if we could pull up where everyone's standing in the gold graph at the moment to just see how much of a lead that Rosethorn has accrued throughout this game so far, throughout this early game so far, because back-to-back kills, ganking every lane, saying, nah, I don't really need jungle camps, I just need to farm players. Now Maryville University will focus onto the top lane, get a good gank onto Soul, but they're getting stunned up under the tower, and Zyko might go down, falls to Soul. It's a 1-for-1, a disaster as you lose a tower in the mid lane. Team Fish Taco keep bringing it back.
I mean, this is bad. This is a win for Taco, no doubt about it, especially if they continue, because look at the top side.
Knock up from Rosethorn. Niles in the wrong place to be, and X marks the spot. It's death for Niles, and soon to follow his bro from the gym to the grave. Another one for NXI.
And look at bot lane, while Zyko was away, his AD carry, Scary Jerry, got taken out of the picture. It's win, 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 win all across the board here. And we're going to see how this happened. The encore from across the wall. Onat, like you said, sings on Scary Jerry's downfall.
And sing that song loud and proud, Onat, for the rest of the O Nation to hear it. Team Fish Taco, 7.4k gold lead. Turret plates are just falling beat down. That's how fast Team Fish Taco are going.
It has been decimation by no exaggeration. And Zyko now, yeah, he's got a flash.
Oh, yep. Yep, gotta get away from NXI. Flash burnt. Zyko, don't go back, man.
Hey,
I mean, okay, the back was there for Maryville University. Okay,
it was a bait.
Ultimate's gonna land. It was a bait. Didn't see what was waiting in the wings. It's Maryville University. Featherstorm finds another shutdown for Scary Jerry.
He's picking up a lot of these, getting some extra gold in response. It's not enough to overcome this insane lead that Taco has, but it is something, especially with objective bounties up. If they can pressure this mid-tier 1, but that is not the answer because their mid-tier 1 is down, and look in their topside jungle. Soul and Rosethorn, very fed in the area, and yep.
Rosethorn 1v3, okay, we gotta chill, Rosethorn.
Oh,
we gotta chill now. That's a pretty big amount of ego coming through. But look at this, Soul still in there, and Niles will get called down for it. Scary Jerry wants to get one right on back and gonna get just that. Team Fish Taco, they gotta be careful with the ego plays.
I gotta say, shout out to Zyko, spam emoting just a couple feet away from Rosethorn as he dies for his hubris. Oh,
Encore, not gonna land this time. A good sidestep from Camp Back. But Pete, you were saying it. Scary Jerry keeps getting these kills. He already got 2 shutdowns, and another kill on top of it is giving the Xayah some life.
Yeah, you gotta imagine Scary Jerry is topping the charts, at least as far as Maryville University go. And being that Xayah, being that late game Fury style champion, he is gonna be the one outputting a lot of damage. You can already see he's on par, for the most part, with itemization to Spawn, both having the Kraken Slayer and some components built up. So he is someone to lean on for the side of Maryville if they're gonna come out on top in this game and get that 2-0.
Team Fish Taco, a lot of deep vision coming out from them. You got to get more vision in the name of Maryville University, however, get back. Careful. Onat is a little bit scary right now. You got the items rolling, got the gold coming. And for, again, Team Fish Taco, having this presence on the map like they have, it feels like Maryville are terrified. They're in a horror movie right now because they don't know what awaits around the next corner. As Odd Orange tries to be the one that knocks, will be able to find an ultimate onto Onat. NXI burns the flash to get away, and these small picks are getting Maryville back.
Did you see that? That was a 1k shutdown. A lot of gold into Getback's pocket. That is an insane hit of dopamine coming through for the mid laner of Maryville, and some much needed gold after how this early game has been going, but there it is.
There it is.
Oh, mama. That was after the 1k shutdown, by the way. Getback was clearly in the hole based on everything that happened early on.
All right, Rosethorn backing off. One more auto from Soul, but it's going to cost him his life in the process. Another knockup found by Rosethorn, who's looking to escape. It's going to be a series of small picks coming out for Maryville University. Already claimed Soul, now chasing down Rosethorn. He's not going to be able to escape from this. He should still have Niles. No, he actually does. Okay, Rosethorn does get the escape.
Yeah, because you got to imagine Rosethorn giving away his life would not be ideal here. I mean, it's worth noting Maryville, we're down several kills, but you can see these last couple of plays, they're starting to narrow this lead, and they're picking up on a lot of these kills. Remember, this is a team that we've... Oh, hold on.
Emperor's Divide. Rough timing from Spawn to get caught by it. We'll have to burn his flash to get over. Encore flashed out by Get Back. Teleport channeled. Soul shows up, and that's the call for retreat from Maryville University.
That's right. And with the kills that they've gotten, the objectives that they've earned, you can see that objective bounties are going to fall off. Niles will be able to pick up one more, it's looking like, with Odd Orange hovering. And they've started to narrow the gold lead just a little bit here. It's been big for them to be able to find some of these kills because it's rushing, or rather, allowing them to catch up so they can hit those crucial item spikes. And Odd Orange, yeah, he's super far behind. That's okay. Actually, Soul's in trouble.
Another pick, yeah. Slicing Maelstrom goes out, but this is already all too familiar for Maryville University. They keep going to the side lanes, and they keep finding Team Fish Taco out of position.
Right, and they know they can do this because of the fact that that first Drake was taken so very late. This is Drake 1 for Team Fish Taco at 18 minutes in the game. They know they're not actually sacrificing anything, really, because there's no hope of a Team Fish Taco soul. Instead, they'll have to be content with the bottom tier 1 and Rosethorn hovering to see if he can punish somebody.
Oh, Rosethorn will spot this out with the sweeper, but Rosethorn still challenges onto Odd Orange. Last plant will be utilized. Pressure coming into the bot lane. Coming from Team Fish Taco to Maryville.
Wow.
Here comes Rosethorn and Spawn together. Take out Get Back. Onat looking to run away, but they're walking into a corridor. The feathers fly from Scary Jerry to find Onat. Onat will fall, so will Rosethorn. Another kill out for Niles and Maryville University. They got beaten, they got battered, but they still got fight left in them. Beat down.
They're turning it around, and you can see it too. They're getting chased all across the map, looking like Spawn will get away. But unfortunately, NXI is not long for this world. They're just waiting for their AD carry to pick up yet another kill. Scary Jerry, he's ahead of Spawn now. You can see he's finished the Navori Quick Blades, and it is MU just picking up gold all over the map.
And Team Fish Taco, you got to realize who you're giving the kills to. When NXI was running away right there, I would just back up and die to those two. I wouldn't want to give more gold to Scary Jerry, who got dominated down in the bottom lane. But look at that KDA now. 5 kills, 4 assists. Scary Jerry's back.
What a turnaround after a tough laning phase. The bottom lane of Maryville University. And now, Rosethorn looking for these plays because he's still sitting on the Eye of the Herald. It's now, unfortunately, about to time out. So he's forced to drop it in the mid lane. But really, I don't see the point. I can't see a world where it actually gets a good charge in. Teleports are coming through, though. Oh my god, are they just going to start the Baron?
Team Fish Taco are okay. This is taking me back to the point that Josh said a long time ago about Team Fish Taco, that they win by breaking the brakes.
True.
And this is how fast of a game they're playing right now. As Soul postures up, but you got to be careful. Scary Jerry is online. 2 shutdowns, currently 5 kills. And look at this. The positioning from Team Fish Taco says we're going toward that Baron. On top of the skull grab, Maryville no.
And they should know a teleport is on the way. This is a tough position. They have to peel off right now.
Oh, looking for Get Back. Here comes
Big
the Emperor's Divide. Lines it on to 2, but Get Back's going to fall in the process. A 1-for-1 trade so far. Slicing Maelstrom onto the back line, but it doesn't do jack. And Scary Jerry will find a double.
And there it is. They get the fight. They stop the Baron take, and now Maryville will be the ones to pick up the Baron. Spawn, you're running around the map, but you need to back immediately because you are in danger. Team Fish Taco, time and time again, even with their improvements, they are very rigid, and they struggle against teams who love to fight. Maryville University, they've been taking the screws to them for these last 10 minutes, and you can see how much damage they did before Soul could even use that Slicing Maelstrom. And it just means they keep on picking up gold. Remember, guys, 7K was the lead Taco have, and with the Turo Baron buff to top it all off, Maryville have cut that down to 1.4.
And Maryville University looking to play spoiler to Team Fish Taco, who need just one win to get a tiebreaker game with Supernova and try and improve their seeding going into the promotion tournament. Maryville don't care about that. They've tasted victory after a long string of defeats, and they want more.
And they're looking like they're going to have it because there's still a lot of standing gold here. This mid-tier 1, for example, more gold they're going to pick up with this Baron buff. And now going to use that pressure to take control over this bottom side. Because really the only thing to play for is the Drake. You don't have to get it because Soul is still a long way away, but you might as well.
You got to see the engage of Team Fish Taco. For one, actually land. Onat has had a few awkward encores that have kind of turned this around. And for two, just come together as a whole squad because they are a bundle of death that's waiting to engage onto your squad and take down members like Scary Jerry. And that's why Scary Jerry, it's really fortunate that he is on the Xayah pick. It means he does buy a lot of extra time and a lot of zone control with that Blade Collar Featherstorm combo.
He's been able to play his life a lot better when he is on champs like this. You can see, whoa, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Want to see it again?
I don't think we will, but I actually would like to, just to get a better look, I guess. Either way, back to the game. Remember, Taco, big kill lead in the first 10 minutes of the game, 10-15, and you can see it now. Maryville, they're only down 1, and the gold lead, it's non-existent at this point. Look at the mountain. That is basically Taco's gold lead here. And you can see how Maryville have really cut it down.
Yeah, looking a little bit like a Mount Everest, but Maryville able to conquer exactly that. It was a big uphill battle. And now they're in prime position. Again, a lot of shutdowns. Went over to Scary Jerry, got 2 of them. Get back, got that massive 1K shutdown. So it's such an influx of gold. The standing gold all falling by the wayside. And with that next tower pick, it does give Maryville a slight gold lead. And they're going to set up for Dragon.
Remember what I said, when Belbeth is in the game, it's all about her. And how is Rosethorn doing at the moment? I mean, not so well. Yeah, he's 2 items, or rather an item, ahead of Odd Orange, but the rest of the map for Maryville is looking so good. And because of the struggles, Rosethorn hasn't actually been able to cast his ult for the last little while. The true form is what you really want with this champion. So a kill, some kind of reset is how you're going to get it. But Maryville haven't given any openings. It's all them in these team fights.
Grand Entrance was just burned out of Zyko to get away from that last little exchange. Fortunately for Maryville University, they're not really hard-pressed to do anything that's on the map in particular. Instead, they just want to find picks. They want to find members out of position. This is how they really started their lead in the first place, and they're fighting another one onto Soul.
Oh man, Soul, they've caught him out in the side lane so many times this game. It's been a brutal one, but it's looking like we have another fight. Taco feeling the pressure. Might get forced onto.
Team Fish Taco, as they make their way over towards the bottom side river, the big problem they've been having is getting caught split. They keep giving up a lot of kills in the side lanes.
Yeah.
And that has really derailed all the momentum that they had, which is definitely a shame because I was really impressed by how much Rosethorn and NXI were getting around. Now we're going to have a trap set by Team Fish Taco to try and claim Get Back.
Taking a page out of Maryville's playbook. Play in the side lane. No one is here to help Get Back. Surely he dies.
Surely he dies, right? No shenanigans right here. Onat will grab the kill. 6-3-1 for the O Nation. And finally a pick back over to Team Fish Taco off of what Maryville have been doing, picking in the side lanes.
Right, but you know, it's a little late for these kinds of plays. Maryville will use this opportunity to go for this top tier 2 turret, and it's going to be pretty easy for them to pick it out. Something that's been good about Maryville in a lot of their wins, they're really good at making sure that you lose more than they do.
Flash out of Soul thanks to the Grand Entrance. Teleport, Onat is here. Onat postures forward, does have flash available as Rouse the Encore, and will flash forward with it. Out comes the Encore, slicing Maelstrom, a chain of crowd control. Maryville look to escape them. Rosethorn hopping onto Zyko. Spawn will take that kill. Underneath the tower is going to be Niles. Wants to return it for Maryville University. Will be able to get one back. It's 2-for-1 exchange. Make it 3 picked up by Team Fish Taco.
Maybe more. Rosethorn's looking.
Yeah, double knockup. Needs to find Scary Jerry, and NXI is there. Watch out for the feathers as they fly. It's a Zaya versus the world, but the wings are getting clipped flying on a last gasp. We'll take down 2 in the process, and Maryville flips the fight for the ace.
Unreal! That was one of Taco's best looks in about 10 minutes time, and it's still coming up Maryville University. You can see it, Onat using the ult a little earlier before everyone else was here. Niles was able to get too much value, especially because of the stopwatch he had. So even though Rosethorn is resetting, look at Scary Jerry. This Zaya has been free hitting the entire team fight, and only now is he finally getting pressured. And even though he does die, look at what Scary Jerry is able to do before he does.
Now right here, this Blade Caller. Oof. That was a chunk of damage on the spawn, and even that last bit right there. I mean, it's a shutdown going over to the Belveth, but at this point, I don't think Maryville really care.
No, not at all. They're going to start the Baron again. Rosethorn is not anywhere close enough to go for a steal, since he was one of the last ones to die. So it's Turo Baron buff number 2 in the hands of Maryville University.
What a turnaround for Maryville University in this game number 2 with Team Fish Taco. Turo Baron buff now in their pocket. I mean, they like to scrap. They like to fight. And the moment you give them windows of opportunities to take some of these scraps on their terms, on their occasions, and not set up the map properly, which was a big issue for Team Fish Taco, Maryville are just going to fight you. They find it in the side lanes, and now they're finding it into the team fight.
That they are. And we want to talk about item breakpoints coming through for both of these teams. Oh, I may need to hold that.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
Niles
Onat.
right on to Onat, and Charm does land, but there's a wall of blades that pull you to your demise. Niles slides out.
Bit of an Irelia moment coming through here, and now with these 2 waves crashing, Maryville are going to be able to very likely break open 2 inhibitor turrets. As you can see, the top inhibitor under threat at the moment here, Maryville. They have everything they need to close this game in that 2-0 fashion. Onat is still dead for 30 seconds. We'll see if they want to push.
A team of confidence. When they fall behind, you get a rough angle for Maryville University, but when they take the lead, you get the fight that the Kings in the North bring, that the Kings of Collegiate bring, as in the face, in the base, burning it like they own the place. Maryville University take down the Nexus Towers. Nexus in their sights, a 2-0 victory for Maryville University.
And how great for them to be able to finish this off with an incredible comeback, just like what happened to them yesterday. They come back to an 8,000 deficit off consistently getting picks into the side lane. Poor Soul was getting caught out time and time again, and with this result, there will be no tiebreakers. We have our seeds at the bottom of the standings locked up.
And nice lead. Very, very nice lead. But Maryville University were being like, it's investment banking. There's going to be return on interest. And boy, did they get it with those shutdowns. Yeah, absolutely to the moon. I already said Scary Jerry. I already said get back. But man, you have to emphasize just how much money they were able to recover from the losses they were having in that early game.
I mean, it was Scary Jerry who was picking up a lot of these shutdowns, and it ended up allowing him to pick up a lot of gold in the back end of these things, and he became a force to be reckoned with in the late game here in this game too.
Yeah, pull those stats up.
It was a big part of their success. And yeah, let's see what the stats he was able to bring up. Scary Jerry on the Zaya. Big part of a lot of this team's kills. The only reason you see the kill participation a little lower than others is because another part of how Maryville came back was those plays to the side lane. Niles, Odd Orange, sometimes Zyko punishing Soul over and over.
Yeah, poor Soul, I believe it was like 3 or 4 deaths that he had over on that top side thanks to Odd Orange. Just being on top of this poor Cannon.
Yeah.
But overall, a great breath of fresh air and reprieve for Maryville University. Did go on that streak. They not only end it with just a game win, they end it with a series win, and that ends the season for you. As you head into playoffs, you should have a little bit more of a morale boost if you are the Kings of Collegiate. We are going to take a moment to throw it over to a short break. When we return, Summer will have you on the other side with an interview with one of the members of Maryville University.
The LCS Challengers League is brought to you by Turo, the world's largest car-sharing marketplace. Find your drive.
Okay, so just all 6 blue side camps in any order, yeah, that's fine?
Yep.
Okay.
You can look at the other players' screens if you want to, but like I said, you can just do whatever.
Let me see what
whatever your
Perry's
heart
doing there.
desires.
Yeah, I don't want to reveal my strat. I can't reveal to anyone. What am I gonna start, guys?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let the first clear commence. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're starting things off strong. So I'm noticing a big difference immediately. Heal, you have teleport.
Yeah. It's some secret tech. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's good.
Okay.
Honestly,
where do you plan on teleporting to? Nobody else has this.
To this tower, tier 2 top.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about using summoner spells, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to find a way to use flash eventually, right? So,
Yeah, I think so.
Mir, you're the only one who started red buff. Tell me about your strategy with red.
Well, I haven't played Kane for like 3 years, so I think starting Raptor would be slowest. So I think starting red looks like ideal for me.
I will say, Keel is already done with 3 camps and he's on wolves already. Ooh, we got the flash from Perry.
Oh, kill, man. What do you got cooking?
I'm way too smart.
Alright. Maybe.
Keel is pretty fast. You guys are all just done with your wolves now, though, so it's gonna be a photo finish, I think. Ooh, actually, Mir has a bit of an edge here because he does still have his smite. Oh, actually, Perry's is coming back up, so it's getting really, really close. Oh! Oh, that was so close! I think it was Keel, then Perry, then Mir last. It was so close though. It was really, really, really close. That was a photo finish, but I'm pretty sure Keel got it.
How did I lose?
Man.
I thought I have a perfect strategy with fleet.
Alright, well.
Might have been the rune diff.
Okay,
I guess.
okay, so is there a Victor? He has 310, I'm also at 310.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Verizon post-game interview. I've got the victorious Maryville support, Zyko here, qualified for the playoffs. You guys took a 2-0, and, you know, you guys are the first collegiate team to ever play in Tier 2 League of Legends in North America, and here you are, going to be playing in another split. How does all of that feel as it close to the regular season?
Oh, it feels great, of course, to be the first collegiate team to qualify, and also just be in this tournament in general. So it feels really great.
Nice, awesome. You guys also, I know, you broke a bit of a loss streak here in this game against Team Fish Taco. You guys had lost 12 games in a row before that. And you know, breaking the loss streak, I'm sure feels really good. But how has that like middle to the end of the split really impacted you and your teammates here?
12 losses. It was definitely really, really tough. Like we tried different things, or like we tried to do different things here and there. It was just really hard on us for all of us when we just like kept losing and losing. And thankfully we're able to bring it back for this weekend, or for today's match rather.
Yeah, was the morale high going into this series? Like, were you guys like super honed in? I mean, you got the 2-0. That's got to feel really good.
Yeah, we were definitely a lot more honed in than most of our other games for today, let's say.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, this one did have a lot of stakes for it. Do you think that's gonna carry over into the playoffs as that one does start up next week, or yeah? Are the troubles still kind of there? Like, how are you feeling moving into the top 8?
Personally, I feel like a bit more confident going into playoffs, especially since the patch will also be on 13.14 rather than just sticking onto this patch. So maybe 13.14 will be our savior, or maybe.
Any picks you're looking out for that for support?
I haven't seen it myself yet, like the patch.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm not exactly too sure.
All right, we got some like Xerath changes in there. I saw like Zyra, you know, some mages. I don't know.
You might see some Zyra then.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll take you up on that. We'll see how it goes. Have you signed up for your like summer classes and everything, or not summer, fall classes?
Oh yeah, I signed up for it like last month.
That's nice. You
pretty
got a
early.
good schedule ahead of you? Yeah.
5 classes. It's gonna be rather tough.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll pull through.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm rooting for you for that one. That sounds like a lot, but you know, you've got a lot going on with NACL already, so I'm sure you can manage that quite well. Talking a bit about the school as well for Maryville, you know, we've heard a lot from the staff over there, Clerky and everybody, that the biggest goal for you guys as a team in NACL was, yes, to improve and do well in NACL, but mainly to improve for CLOL and then go and win CLOL. You guys got second place to University of St. Thomas this year. Do you feel like playing in this split has set you guys up for that improvement that you want to see to win next year?
Oh yeah, since a lot of teams are really good this time around, other than like the NACL Q teams, it's definitely helped us develop a lot more in terms of plays, communication, and all that. So hopefully next year around might be a better result.
All right, some hopes for the future here, Zyko. I love to see that. You know, your series as a team, your season hasn't quite ended. You're going to be playing in the playoffs. I wish you best of luck when it comes to those series. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be really excited to see you play there again. Any last words that you want to give to us before we close out the show?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that watches us. Thank you to my family for watching and my friends and boys here pulling through after the 12 loss streak and to the Ville. Love it.
All right. Thank you so much, Zyko. It's great to hear from you here on the stream. We're going to go back to the entire desk here. But again, thank you so much, Zyko, for that interview. SRX beat down Boulevard. Maryville got the 2-0. They're going to playoffs.
I mean, they're going to playoffs off the back of a pretty convincing win there, especially with the comeback that they made at the end of Game 2. I mean, that was an insane gold lead and an insane turnaround from this roster. And there it is. They've made it over the red line. Woo!
Yeah, as Zyko said, the Ville have made it over that line, and it's got to feel really good for them. You know, that loss streak, it would have been a very disappointing punctuation to end it on 0-2, and how, you know, not really get the credit that this team should deserve in the long con, because I do think they've been great in developing talent in the space, both for collegiate and amateur, and even for the pro scene at this point. Maryville University, they're still our first collegiate squad, and we're going to get to see them for another season.
Yeah, super competitive split that they just participated in. I think they should definitely be proud of making it all the way to the playoffs and avoiding that promotion tournament that they kind of slammed in the last split as well. It'd be a shame to have to see them do that again, because I'm definitely confident in their abilities there. So congrats to Maryville for making it all the way to the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, we do have a bit of a look at what the bracket is going to appear to be. I don't know if every single team is locked. I think AoE can still still potentially drop to EG. I'm actually not entirely certain about that.
They can't. So these standings, these matchups, these are locked because the last matchup is TLC AoE. There's no way they can change their positioning.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to see starting next week.
Well, any big matchups that jump out at you as being the big ones?
I want to see Fear versus Wildcard swing at it again.
Yeah.
Let's get the
Wildcard
rematch
definitely want to come back after what happened today. TLCMU definitely. It's good to see and hear from Zyko that they're feeling more confident, comfortable after today's win, and they're going to need that going against our number 1 seed.
Don't forget, if I remember correctly, it was Maryville who did split a game
They did.
with TLC before.
That's correct.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what can happen.
upsets potentially in the future. Of course, the playoffs do begin next weekend, so it'll be very excited to see all of that take place. Of course, there is still another last best of 2 to be played between Team Liquid and AoE, so please tune into the LCS Challengers League to find out how that last set of games takes hold. But yeah, that's going to do it from us over here on this stream. We got to give a last shout out to Turo, because the LCS Challengers League is brought to you by Turo, the world's largest car sharing marketplace, where you can book any car you want for just about any occasion. Get about boring rental cars at Turo.com. Thank you so much to Turo. And again, thank you so much to everyone for participating in the stream, our production, our casters, and our observers. And thank you to you all for watching. We'll see you all in the Twitch chat on the other channel. We'll see you all next week here again for the playoffs. Have a good night.